Remote teams don't fail because people are lazy. They fail because the system is just unclear. Way too many meetings, zero alignment, high busyness, but really low outcomes. There's great people, but just inconsistent execution. And that's really what I want to clarify, right? Just bring more clarity, accountability, and a little bit of tech, because personally I see the value in tech. There's AI, there's all this cool tech out there, but really apply it and really use it and help all the remote teams out there and make it actually work. And so that's why I decided, hey, let's start the Dave Techlee Show. And it's really not even so much about me. It's about you, all the business owners out there that's looking to grow their remote team. In each of the episodes, I'm looking to build, covers one of these points, leadership system or a tech workflow. And my goal in every episode is to have some sort of action, some tangible action. So you at least get one or two things out of it. So this show is really for you if you're a founder or an ops leader or a team lead scaling a remote or hybrid team. Well, this wouldn't be for you if you just want a fluffy leadership theory, because I read plenty of those in the past. Or also like the self-help books. It only takes you so far, right? But you're at this point now where, hey, this is where the rubber hits the road, and I'm ready to grow and scale and build a remote team. And why listen to me? I've only been doing this for 10 plus years. And I've helped tons of agency owners and business owners, and I've scaled my team, all the way up to 7 figures now. And so that's just a little bit about me. But the realization is that developing these winning teams isn't about luck. It's really setting clear expectations, setting the cadence, and some of the cool tools, right? Just to sprinkle in. I remember when I first started, I didn't know anything. I wish I had that support. I came from the corporate world, had no clue, and I didn't even know what a chamber of commerce was. And I thought my only options were just hiring, my best friend or locally, and that's it, right? And I didn't even think about hiring, people 8,000 miles away on the other side of the world. These episodes isn't just about my story, but really other people's real stories, people that are currently working in the remote environment from their perspective, like the technical talent or the individual contributors, you might say, or employee working for someone remotely. And then the other side are businesses and business owners working with a remote team, and how, what their struggles are and how they were overcome the struggles of working with remote talent. And I'm big in really looking at frameworks, following systems and processes, so it's easy. It's easy for it's like a recipe, right? It's easy to repeat and provide consistent results every single time by following a framework or a recipe. So as part of the leadership systems, there's a few components. There's accountability, there's delegation, and really building trust. So there's a lot of key components. And then asynchronous operations. What about documentation? What about meetings? How do you handle that? And then a little bit about a tech stack. And every business is a little different. What are their workflows? Do they use AI? Do they not use AI? What are some of the security systems that they implement? Hiring and culture, like building teams across time zones. Really, systems first, tools second. So some of the guests that I'm looking to invite are other CEOs, COOs, operations, architects, founders. And as far as episode goes, we're looking at releasing at least one episode every Tuesday. And format is a mix of interviews, from potentially a solo of, just talking about myself, about how I run my agencies, my business, so my own personal playbook episodes, to interviewing other guests. But every episode, we're looking to have a very clear takeaway or a resource. So does everyone know what done actually looks like? When and how are we checking progress? Or what about where do decisions live? Not just on Slack. So be sure if this sounds really interesting to you, and this is something that you're like, hey, you know what? I want to build a remote team or start with my first hire, or I have a remote team, I'm really ready to scale, definitely subscribe, follow the show. Every Tuesday, we're going to come out with a new episode. So let's stop managing and start building a better remote team. Now let's take the guesswork out of it. See you next Tuesday.